G'day and welcome to Duxola Gaming and our revamped mod review format. So today we're just going to get straight into it. We're going to look at the Krone Big ZX 550 GD, which we can see in front of us here. It is a tri-rear axle mower and capture bin, much like the Big M and also the Big L 500. Basically, its primary goal is to go out, mow your grass, and pick it up and put it in the chute, and then deliver it to where you need to go. Alternatively, with this as well, you can also pick up your straw swaths from the field as well. Basically, it's based pretty much on the Big L 500. However, the Big L 500, well, the mod I have of the Big L 500 is a dual axle, and it's also an 80,000 litre capacity, so it's smaller but it has a higher capacity. But this model looks so much better. The rendering is nice and clean, crisp. It just looks like a spectacular model, and it functions just as well as it looks. In saying that though, I believe, and I stand to be corrected, that this is effectively a reskin of the Big L 500. It does occasionally have the tendency to have the same problem as the Big L 500 did in my experience, whereby once you get above 80% capacity filled, you will occasionally have trouble hitting reverse. It just won't want to change gear. But in saying that, the majority of the time that I've been using this, and I've been using it a fair bit of late just to sort of test it all out, it's a very good little model. So we'll have a look in cab and see what she's like. So there's no IC for this model. The digital readout does work though for its speed and etc. Steering wheel does turn, but apart from that, that's pretty much it inside the cab. But as far as many other mods go, the cab's actually quite well appointed by comparison. It's much better than seeing a dark black panels with nothing on it. So well done to the mod authors on this one. Okay, so we'll start it up and listen to see how she runs. Okay, so engine's now running and we'll get the mower started. And there we go, we're up and running. So if I raise the mower deck, okay, sit there, it will also fold. Okay, similar again to the Big L 500. Folds them up in the butterfly. All good. Notice it has got a flapper on the exhaust which operates nicely. And the rear tray for unloading. Okay, or the rear bin. Okay. Now, steering, it is an all-wheel steering vehicle. So the three rear axles and the front axle obviously turn. You do have to watch out when you're driving it. It does tend to flip the back out a fair bit, so you just be aware of that. Alright, we'll go up here and we'll just cut some grass and see how it performs. Okay, so here we are. So one thing with this, the mower has two functions. The first function is just purely a mow, and the second function is a mow and collect. So for instance, if you're going to be collecting the swath, which we'll do in a minute, you can have it set to that. Now there's no real indication to which mode you're in, but it's basically just selecting the V key. So if I select the V key and lower it the first step now, turn on the mower. Now the head is still up and it's mowing along. If I press it again, the head lowers. I'm still mowing and collecting my grass. I'll bring up the HUD so you can see. Okay, so we're collecting our grass. All nice and dandy there. Over here. There you go. So I'm cutting and collecting. Press V to raise it, the head, and we're not. So now you can see this. We've got this grass here that we've mowed before. Now in the upper position, it's not collecting that grass that's been left behind previously, but it is still mowing. If I press V the second time and lower it, then we should see a difference, which we'll see when we turn around. So bear in mind the mower head is still raised. Okay, and now we'll lower. And as you can see, it's also collecting the grass that was left behind. And at the same time, it is also mowing, so it will do both. So if you've previously gone through a mode with the Big M, or you've tedded or whatever else, then you have the ability to pick up that grass as well. Alright. So what we'll do now is we'll just get rid of that grass. Turn off the mower, and we'll go over here and show you that you can pick up our straw swath. Okay, so I'll turn on the mower. Again, the head is in the upper position, right? The mower head, so it's not collecting the straw. If I press it again and lower it, then we're picking it up. Well, if you close the tail end of the trailer, it might actually keep the stuff in there as well. Alright, there we go. So it's collecting the straw, not a problem at all. Okay, so it's very handy. So not only is it good for mowing your grass and collecting it, but also for going around your fields and picking up the swath that's left behind. It's certainly a lot easier than going and getting a tractor trailer. The loading trailers, but each their own. But anyway, there you go. So that's the Krone Big ZX 550 GD in operation. So what we'll now quickly do is we'll go to the store and have a look. So over in the mower section, scroll across, there is the Big ZX 550 GD. Total cost is $254,800. It's $912 a day maintenance, 1,890 litres of petrol, 46 kilometres hour driving speed, 70,000 litre capacity, 6 metre wide mower, and it's a 24 kilometre hour operating speed. As you can see there, it'll pick up your straw, your grass, your wood chips, all that sort of stuff. So very versatile in that regard. So check it out. It's in the Mod Hub. And you can't really go wrong by using it. The Lord of the Grass gives it a tick of approval. Alright, that's it. So thank you very much for your time, and we'll see you next time we do another mod review at Duck Sorley Gaming. See you later. Bye.